Coach Duke, I've got a lot of players that get pushy with their hands, right? I don't know if it's their load or maybe they're just starting their swing too early, but like as they're landing, their hands are already coming forward. What kind of drills you got for that?
First thing that I would do is I would get a dodge ball or a connection ball, and one of the things that we want to make sure when they're hitting is that their knob, when their stride foot's landing, that they're in a good position this way, opposed to their hands coming forward like there's a rubber band on my knob and my foot, and when I'm stepping, this is happening. Instead, we want to create tension and create this when we stride. So I think that one of the drills that I really like to do is having the dodge ball on the side, pressing it this way, and when I actually take a stride back, I'm keeping the separation with my hands and also pointing the knob at the catcher. So now when I'm going to attack the ball, my hands are back, they're staying in a good strong position, and then I'm attacking the baseball. So I like the drill that you always show, and that is taking an actual band or a Jaeger band, attaching it from my knob to my foot, and having them really feel the tension in that, you know, creating that separation before they attack. I think that's an awesome one. Plus, once they feel the tension, it almost like pulls them right into the zone. So that's one of the drills that I really like. So Coach Steve, yesterday I had a team, a 14U team. Some of the things that they're struggling with is there's a lot of guys in scoring position, but they're not driving the ball and they're not getting hits. What should your mindset be in that situation? How would you help a team that's struggling hitting with guys in scoring position?
Yeah, that's a good one, because I think guys get nervous, like I have to get the run in here or I have to get the job done, where I would just say attack early. You're only going to get 1 or 2 good pitches to hit every at bat. So I want to be aggressive early in the count and really just kind of visualize big part of the field. Left center or right center. It happened to us last week too, and the infield was actually back. And our guys striking out or taking pitches where a ground ball to second base gets them in. I think taking a look at the infield, seeing where they're at, but then again, just thinking big part of the field, right? Whatever I can do, left center or right center, I'm just going to hit the ball hard. I'm not necessarily going to try to lift it, because too often guys try to lift it and then you end up popping to the infield. So I'm thinking left center, right center, and I'm just trying to be aggressive early in the count. Anything close, I got to get that run in. All right, Coach Duke, I've got guys that I'll ask them, what pitch was that? Or what did you see there? And they didn't see it, or they have a hard time recognizing spin. Do you do any drills to help with pitch recognition?
You know, I think one of our favorites is the 5-ball drill. You can even do a 7-ball drill where you're lining up baseballs in front of the plate. As the balls are coming in, you can have them just say the number of the ball. They don't even have to swing at a ball. They can do this during pitchers throwing bullpens. You can do it during front toss, overhand pitch, anything you want. But you'll put together 7 balls in a row, numbering this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They'll get into their stance, and as the ball's coming through, they're calling the number as soon as possible. So if I take a number 6 and roll over it and snap hook it over into the corner, now I can say, okay, that was a 6. It was like, okay, where should the number 6 go? The number 6 should go right center field, in the gap is where that should go. There's so many different things that you can do and you can fix by doing the 7-ball drill on the home plate. Oftentimes you have a pitcher that's throwing off-speed pitches, has a good changeup, has a good curveball, and you're trying to get your players to stay back and drive it the other way. It's like they know it's coming, but it's like they can't stay back. What are some things that you can do, some things that you tell them or things that they should be thinking about to help them stay back on a ball when they have a pitcher that is throwing 70% off-speed pitches versus throwing more fastballs?
I had a coach in college, because it seemed like every Friday night we would face hard-throwing righties. And then every Saturday we'd have that crafty lefty. Crafty lefty with arm side run, a lot of change-ups down and away. So one thing he ingrained in us was oppo gap timing. And what he meant by that was not necessarily aiming it to right center, but basically I'm timing this pitcher up to drive something to my opposite gap. So for me as a righty, it was right center. So if I had that slow lefty and everything was diving away from me, instead of what most guys do, they recognize an off-speed pitch and they want to just turn and burn. He would say, all right, we're going to time this guy up to hammer something over the second baseman's head, really just try to stay on it. And what that did for me was it kept me here longer, it kept my chest over the plate, it kept me from flying too early, and I was able to see it a little bit deeper. That's one. You know, I'm a big believer in visualization. So again, picking out a target similar to that, kind of dead center to right center for righties, dead center to left center for lefties. I still like looking fastball. I still like hunting the fastball, because we can always slow ourselves down to adjust to an off-speed pitch. I think too often when guys only look breaking ball, they're going to get beat with the fastball, right? You can't do it the other way. But the opposite gap timing helped me a ton when it came to just seeing the ball a little bit deeper, staying on it, and then really just trying to visualize what part of the field am I trying to drive this thing.
The figure it out drill. So this one, you're going to call out a field position, left field, right field, and that's where they have to hit the ball. So I'm going to toss it up, then I'm going to call location, right side of the field, left side, or center. Opposite field. Nice. Center. Good. Full ball. Yes. The figure it out drill. That's the figure it out drill. Don't be telling me you got to only get meatballs right down the middle. Sometimes you just got to figure it out. Wherever it is, barrel it up.